All right, so this guy, he does financial audits. So name's Caleb Hammer. Like what he does to help people get out of debt and just make them and educate them financially. So he's going to be reviewing her finances and letting her know. So let's get right into it.
Result.
So what do you do for a living currently?
Home insurance from home.
Okay, what's your job?
Oh, call center representative.
Nice. How much do you make?
15 an hour.
Okay, how many hours a week do you work?
40 hours.
Okay, so making $15 an hour, you're working full-time, 40 hours. Just so I don't have to do the math, do you know how much you make on a monthly basis?
$2,400 a month.
Okay, cool. Is that after taxes or before?
After taxes.
It's kind of hard to live on Austin and with $2,400 a month, isn't it?
Yes, that's why I'm
Yes,
doing
it
little
is.
side stuff, makeup on the side.
Okay, so lots of side hustles.
Side hustles, yeah.
If you had to guess, how much do your side hustles bring in a month?
Ooh, not that much, maybe 200, like an extra 200 a month or so. It's just here and there.
Okay, so you make $2,400 a month, plus an extra $200 when it comes to your side hustles. Looking at your checking account, I did see in the previous 30 days, you deposited a total of $2,843. Does that sound correct to you?
That sounds kind of high.
Yeah, it's definitely higher than the $2,600 then that
Yeah.
you potentially missed. But I do think,
Shocked by that number.
how much do you think you spent though in that 30 days?
Mostly all of it. All of it, probably. Bills and stuff I have to pay for now.
So you spent $2,055.83.
Pretty close to all of it.
Pretty close to all of it, but you actually have $792 sitting in there at the time of this statement. But let's look into your checking account and see what you're spending money on.
Oh, okay. It's gonna get deep.
How much do you think you spent in total when it came to eating out?
Eating out. Oh,
And this is from using your debit card. I see you actually pulled money out of ATM, so I can't calculate that, but using your debit card.
I don't usually go out a whole lot, so I don't think I'm spending all of it on. I think mostly it's going towards bills, but I don't think I'm going.
How much?
All right, let's get a little head on this. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and educate you guys here on some
Look.
information.
Applebee's, Uber Trip, Smoothie King.
Nope.
And then $246 for the car payment every week.
She said
Every week?
246.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
it's gonna change to 110 because I have a deferred payment.
She said 246 a week. Are you kidding me? How much is that? Oh my god, $246 a week. I'm gonna times 4. She's paying almost $984 a month for a car. I see why she's struggling financially. Dang, that's really high for a car payment. But let's listen to some more. Let's see if we can get some more information.
Because I only put down 1,400. I don't know.
Wait, how long?
For another like 3 weeks, I'm paying $246 a week.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay, so we can quickly transition to your car debt then. Your primary loan of the car, essentially $15,000. And then you financed your down payment? Oh.
Oh, is that what? That's one.
No, it's just stupid. Why don't you just actually save up some money and put money down instead of financing a down payment?
Oh, put more money down?
Why didn't you just put money down
I put
in general?
I put 1,400 down. I could have put 2,000. I was supposed to put 2,000, but they deferred the payment of
That makes no
600.
sense.
So I had to pay that extra to pay that off that 600. Then it's gonna be 110 a week.
Why are you doing it by week?
That's how they do it.
You know, they do
That's
it.
actually better for me because then I don't know. Then it's gonna be harder for me to budget. I feel like.
You do weekly budgets instead of monthly?
I just feel like it would just be easier for me. I don't know, because I would have to save. I would have to save more. I would have to save, like.
You know, they're showing you that 110 a week because 110 is an easy number to swallow.
Exactly. Pause.
Right? $440 a month. How does that sound?
That's a lot.
Ugh.
Yeah,
But I needed a car.
for $15,000 car.
Yeah,
For
my dad was telling me I should return it, but I was like,
you should listen to your dad, because where car prices are right now, it's probably not actually in the real world like a year.
So So she's paying $440 a month instead of the 9 that I was talking about. So that was including her down payment, which eventually is going to go away. So yeah, she's in a cut. She's kind of in a tough spot right now. But essentially, yes, $440 and you only make $2,800 is what you take home. That's not a lot because then you have to factor in insurance. If it's a brand new car, you already know insurance is really expensive. So this is what I talk about when dealerships take advantage of people. Like they put her in a $440 payment. Well, it's not all their fault. Like also there's part of her that she should have known that 440 is not really a that's really high because she still has to pay rent. She has to pay all her other expenses that are reporting on her credit. So it's like, well, why would you want to do this? At 2,800, I would definitely have stuck to like 10% of my income going towards that. So that would have been like a if it's 2,800, that would have been like 2,000 $280 for her to do. So right now, let's just see so far. Where is her debt to income? So she's making so far 440 and divide that by 2,800. So far her debt to income is at 15%. So if you're new and you don't understand what debt to income is, it's pretty much your debts divided by your income equals out a percentage. So what I did for her was I did 440 divided by 2,800, and it went ahead and gave me 0.15 and then a whole bunch of numbers. So if you just anything, the two numbers after the decimal is really what equals out the percentage. So yeah, so in this case, she's at 15% debt to income, and that's not including her housing. So I can already tell that most likely she's probably over 30% at least in debt to income. But let's go ahead and continue finding out. Let's jump into this credit report. I'm already seeing that.
With the Smith's Rewards Card, it's easy to get low.
Oh my god, that's wild. All right, shoot. Credit report.
it's gonna be horrible.
Let's
It's on my credit now.
pull your credit score. Let's take a look at it.
No. It's gonna
It's probably like in the
Let's take a look at it.
650s,
Okay.
I believe.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh, sorry.
Never seen a credit score in the 400s before.
You said 400? Oh my god, that's God, I don't know why she's laughing. Why does she think this is funny? It's not funny to be at a 400. To me, it's funny because I'm like, how do you let it go that bad? I understand being in the 600s, but in the 400s, that is just wild. Wow. She needs my service. If you know who she is, please send her my way so I can help her. Wow. 400. If that's the first time you've ever heard of a credit score that low, go ahead and go ahead and comment below. I would definitely like to know if there's more people that that have been in a 400 credit score. So wow, let's get back into it.
I mean, I knew the number existed because there's obviously numbers that exist before 500.
It's really bad.
It's actually down.
But the apartments are on there.
What about what happened to the apartments?
You let that go
Ditch
to
the
auction.
lease.
You just got out and ran?
Basically.
And didn't pay?
Because my husband was handling everything, or my ex-husband was handling everything, and then he's like, "Oh, I can get that off your credit," and
One, I feel like your car loan is like a payday loan. Like the interest has to be pure insanity. I can't see what the interest is. They probably don't want to tell you what it is on here. And it's because 400 credit score, 450, you have $4,630 in collections. Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know it was that number, but I knew it was a lot of stuff on there.
Your Ubering of $100 a month is much more affordable than your...
Wow. So now we understand why, well, so far, why she has a 400 credit score. She let an apartment go off to collections. Oh, wow. That is rough. That is rough. And it's not a small amount. And it's going to stay on there for 7 years. So if you ever had that happen, you know that that will take 7 years if it's accurate. If it wasn't accurate, then obviously it can go ahead and be removed. But if it's something that you did happen, like in that situation, say if you just abandoned the lease, yeah, it's gonna be on your credit for like 7 years, and it's gonna be really hard for lenders to go ahead and approve you. That is so much. Wow. Let's get back into this video.
After your insane weekly down payment financing thing ends, it'll still be $440 a month for a nothing car. Why?
That's the only place that would accept me.
Yeah, what was it? What was the place?
It's called Dynamic Motors.
Why is collections not paid off? Why'd you get a car when you have collections? Why is collections...
Maybe to everyone that may be asking, how does she even get approved? So I do have some experience underwriting loans that are done through dealerships. Those type of underwriters are called indirect loan underwriters because they can't talk to the consumers or the people. They can only talk to the dealership and provide them all the information. So essentially, there are lenders out there like there's one that's called Westlake Financial. You have one that's called the Revo, and then you have one credit acceptance. So those are people that do loans for people that have subprime credit, so pretty much a 670 and below. So yeah, so if you're in that situation, like if you're gonna get a car, since you'll have such a high interest rate, you have to then mitigate the risk by having a low uh loan balance. So what I mean is don't go for a $20,000 car for a 20% interest if you're in that bad position. What you do is first you get contact with me, I'll help you. Next, after you send that to me, then what you would do is I would just finance like $5,000 car or maybe $7,000 car, something that's really low so your payment won't be so high and you're paying so much interest. Yes, you can always refinance down the road, but with in her situation with $5,000 credit, unless she clears that up and pays it, no bank or credit union is gonna definitely not gonna touch her because working at a bank we had like a tolerance of if someone had like $1,000 in collections, we can't give them the loan. The loan can get turned down, or the system will automatically turn it down because of the low credit score. It doesn't meet the minimum bank standard. So it's like, yeah. So it's like it's not like she can refinance in 6 or even 12 months. What is going to need to happen is she's gonna need to pay off the collections and then at least make the payments for 1 year for that to build trust, and then that increases, it doesn't guarantee her, but it increases her chances of being approved or maybe just refinancing it with another lender that works with people that have bad credit and bankruptcies. So yeah, wow, she's in a rough spot. Let's get back into it.
It's not paid off. Why is there collections? What is the collections for?
Apartments.
Why is this not paid off? Why have you not paid this off?
I guess I can. Would it go up if I start paying it off?
Wait, would what go up? Your credit score?
Yeah, like would it start going up if I start paying it off?
I mean, once the collections are off, yes. You need to call them and negotiate this down, and you're gonna have to fight with them. How long have those collections been there? Because it doesn't say that.
Probably 2 years.
Oh, they've been there for 2 years? Why have you not paid this off? Please tell me a reason.
I didn't really look into it.
If you pay it off in full,
Yo's wild.
your score will increase by 25 points.
That's it?
Yeah, dude, you had collections on your account. That
do much.
means you're a terrible person to lend to. Means you're risky. So it's still gonna be there. And if you settled it for less, it'll increase it by 21 points. Because you clearly cannot afford this, because your car payment makes up half of your income, and then with the $300 you give your mom, and I don't even know what your other payments are, it's brutally clear you cannot afford.
So we heard that they added another 300. So we have 440 for the car plus 300. So far she's at 740. Let's see what else we
This
find.
for a Bella Flats Apartments.
Yeah, see? There goes the apartments on there.
You need to call them and fight to get these reduced. You need to save up $2,000 as quick as you can. As quick as you can. I am not joking. You need to save it up as quick as you can. Say, I have $2,000. I will settle it today. And keep saying that over and over again until they agree to it. And give them $2,000. Boom. The $4,500 in collections is gone. You need to do that.
That's only for one apartment?
Well, the other one's only 421, so I'm just combining it together. When they're both gone, your score will increase by 50 in total.
And then I won't be in collections anymore.
Then you will not be in collections.
Oh wow. My bad, guys. I think oh my god. Oops. Well, yeah. Wow, that's rough.
You know they can take you to court, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
How are you not
An issue.
sweating right now?
I'm holding it in.
I would be dying.
Should I call the collection agency? Call them?
Yes. Well,
Let's
when
see
you
what
have
else
like 2,000
they
saved,
can
do you have
fraud.
2,000? No, you have 7 student debt.
I think I owe like 400 to a school.
Oh, well, there's more. It just keeps coming. 400 isn't. Why is that not paid off? Can you tell me why that $400 is not paid off? If you have $792 right here and you know you owe $400 to someone, why is that not paid right now?
I owe $400 to them.
You said you owe $400 to a
for
school.
the school, yeah.
Why is that not paid off if you have the money? More than double. Or you're double.
I'll look into it now.
What other debts do you have? Credit cards? Anything?
No, no credit card.
What other monthly bills do you have to take care of?
Nothing. All the rest goes to like what I want or need. Or...
There is no more wants. You have no more wants. You have no more wants. Okay. Today, you need to figure out that school payment. You need to pay that today with the money that's in your account. You then need to call the car company. You need to say, make up all the excuses in the world and try to return this car. And if you can't, go to CarMax, try to sell it. You need to get rid of this car because that's insane. $1,000 a month and then eventually $500 a month. That's insane. $15 an hour.
Then I'm gonna be stuck with no car. I
No,
can't get to work.
not necessarily. One, the amount of Ubering you did that month, cheaper. Two, you said it was remote.
Yeah, I have the remote position, but if I want to get a second job, then
Try to return this car or sell this car. When you sell it, pay off this balance immediately. Because used car, it's a seller's market right now. You could, I think you could get close to this 15,000. I really do, unless they really jibbed you, because it sounded like you went to like a sketchy place. You have to look into that on yourself, and then you do need a car.
yeah, I need a. That's the only place I wouldn't go.
No. Wait a second. You need to cut back on all of your wants. Every want. You do not have a want for 3 months. You work your remote job. You have no payments in the world other than $300 a month when you don't have this car. You save up $5,000 as quickly as you can. You go to a place, you get a $5,000 used car. Piece of crap? Yes. But that's literally all you can afford. And you could save that up in a few months with your no payments. So that's step number 2. You have that. Step number 2, step number 3, you get that card. Then these collection people, they've already been going after you for 2 years. That's why it's not as high as the car thing, which is urgent and new. You save up $2,000 as quick as you can, which I think you can do in another 2 months with your no payments. Remember, you're buying the car in cash, so you have no payments on that other than car insurance. You have $2,000. You call collections. You say, hey, you've been after me for 2 years? Fine. All I have is $2,000 to my name. Let me write a check today. You remove
Let's go.
the collections.
All right.
And then, at least at that point, you owe.
So no, so not a lot of information about credit here, but at least you can learn. Don't get into debt. So she had a 400 credit score. Horrible, horrible, horrible. She had a payment that exceeded well above her means of what she takes home, and she has collections on a scale of credit between 1 to 10. She is like maybe a 4. No, 4 because 5 would be average. I would say she's definitely like a between 2 and a 3. If she doesn't sell the car, she has an opportunity to rebuild her credit using the car. It sucks that she has that interest rate that or whatever interest rate she has. But if she can like reestablish that way, because she already has a car loan already on her credit, and that's at least something positive. It's better than not having anything, honestly, if you're trying to rebuild your credit. So yeah, so honestly, if it was me, I would definitely tell her. I would tell her to see if she can trade it in and get another vehicle, or at least sell it and then go to another dealership and that has the same financing company that she went through, or maybe a different one, and just get a lower car and just start building her credit. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just sell the car altogether and then just get another car and just downgrade, and then she at least has something positive. Because that's the thing, when it comes to credit, you need to start rebuilding as fast as possible. So anybody that is willing to lend you for money, I would definitely take it, but definitely look at it from a financial perspective also. Is if you lose your job, will you still be able to pay this? Is which is also very important. Do you want to pay the interest for as long as you want to do? Because also it'll tell you there before you sign the loan documents, they'll hand you a document that shows down, breakdown of your payments, your interest rate, how much you're paying on a monthly basis, how much are you financing, how much interest you're gonna get charged in dollar figures. So yeah, so it's like you do have the opportunity to look at it before. So yes, so please definitely do that. If you're definitely in a bad credit position, again, I'm an underwriter. I know what it takes to get approved for a loan, and I can help you. So definitely reach out to me. But yeah, that was a rough one, guys. All right, let's see. All right, let's go ahead and